Yo, what's up YouTube? What's up Facebook? Hip Hop Head, your boy Dread is back. And a completely unrelated topic from the last two videos that I made. And y'all know what time it is, that time of the week again. Giving you guys my Throwback Thursday hip hop album review. And this week I'm going to do an album from one of my favorite hip hop artists, the GZA / Genius from the Wu Tang Clan. His album, Liquid Swords. Now, it's a lot that I want to say about this album, especially in a time of 5 minutes less, because I don't want to keep y'all guys all day. I want to give you guys short, sweet, to the point reviews. But anyway, yeah, this album, by a lot of people, is considered the GZA's magnum opus, his best work. And his album, which was the sequel to this, Legend of the Liquid Sword, it got mixed to average reviews, and I thought that album is an underrated classic, or I mean, at least it's a very good album. It's underrated. You can debate whether or not it's a classic. You can listen to it for yourself. The only reason why people didn't really label it a classic is because of the production behind it. I mean, the RZA, who's a great producer, he didn't produce that full album. Now, however, the RZA, he did produce 95% of Liquid Swords. Now, this makes for magic, because when you get a bomb-ass producer in combination with a dope-ass lyricist, you get a classic album. And this album is just that. Now, my favorite tracks from the album has got to be Duel of the Iron Mike. Duel of the Iron Mike is probably my #1 favorite track on this album. I mean, because I like the flow, I like the hook, I like the delivery, and I like that little intro. I mean, matter of fact, a lot of the intros from this come from like old martial arts movies, especially one called Wind God, something like that, and from the actual martial arts movie Liquid Swords, or The Legend of the Liquid Sword. Y'all can look that up for yourself. And let's see, Gold is actually a pretty good track. I mean, Method Man, he does the intro for it, and the lyrics behind it, they flow kind of smooth. They're like a really, Gold is kind of it's got a good concept behind it. It's got a real good, it makes you think. It's got that kind of feel behind it. Cold World is a very good track too. Because I mean, it sets the tone, it sets the mood for how the rest of the album is going to be, along with the intro to the album, which is, you know, Liquid Swords. Whew! The Fourth Chamber with Killer Priest and Ghostface for the for featured tracks on it. God Almighty! Wow. Fourth Chamber. I mean, y'all gotta watch the video for that. The video's on there for YouTube too. And my second favorite track, I mean, this is like the runner-up for my #1 favorite track. I couldn't decide between Duel of the Iron Mike and this one. Shadow Boxing. This is probably, like I said, I don't know. I was gonna put this as the dopest track on the album, but I think a lot of people who like this style of rap, they will agree with me that this probably is the dopest track on the album. And let's see. A track that people will actually like on this album is Bible, B-I-B-L-E, Basic Instructions Before Leaving Earth, which is the last track on the album. This album was not that lengthy. I mean, well, it's lengthy enough. I mean, where you'll get the full concept behind it, where you will think this is a dope album regardless. I mean, it's just a buck shy of an hour long for an album, which is more than enough material. But Bible was a very good track. I mean, I like the concept, the idea behind it. Now, just to wrap up this review,
fuck that.
The lyrical content behind the album, I will give it a 9.5 out of 10. The features, I will give it an 8. I mean, because come on, most features were from Wu Tang Clan members, and I'm just fine with that, because you know how most albums today have features by a dozen other artists who have nothing to do with the artist, who's on the same label. The beats and the production behind the album, give it an 8.5, maybe a 9, but just a solid 8.5. The concept behind the album, I would give it an 8 out of 10. Overall, I would give this album a 9.3 out of 10, which is a very good solid grade for this album. I mean, well, then again, like I said, it is a classic. I mean, if you like Wu Tang Clan, if you like the GZA as an artist, if you like the RZA production, or if you just like that, because this album comes from the era of when the underground hip hop was just starting to emerge. This album still has that underground, dark, gritty kind of, hardcore feel to it. I mean, if you like that kind of stuff, which a lot of the old school hip hop heads will. And if you're a new school hip hop head who's used to the Rich Homie Quans and the Ty Dolla Signs and the Chance the Rappers, like the new era, like this album is a classic gem. Like, really listen to this album, and like this album has inspired a lot of lyrics. It really has. But like I said, overall, I'm giving this album a 9.3 out of 10. But anyway, that'll do it for this week's album review, my old school album review. Now, you guys tell me what you think. If you've heard this album before, or what is your favorite tracks from this album, or email them out, y'all. Thanks for listening. Up next, so peace.